with Wideside Sports.
Get her done.
It's your catchphrase now. I don't think he's. I assume he's still using it. Is he still
alive? I don't know if he's alive or not. I remember being a kid when the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, like, the DVDs and stuff came out, and they were really big. And then I remember watching that, and then for some reason leaving it on, and like the behind the scenes popped on, like the TV, like it just played or whatever afterwards.
Yeah.
And they're like talking to him, and he's using his normal voice.
Yeah.
And it's like you're super depressed after you actually hear what he sounds like us.
And his name's Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy sucks. I don't like him anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's a couple of those things of who's the comedian that was like the country singer?
Carrington?
No. Had the beard, always wore the cowboy hat, like came on, like released CDs.
Oh.
And portrays it that he's an actual singer.
I have an idea.
But he had a TV show that lasted like 2 episodes on Comedy Central, and it had one of the greatest skits of all time in it.
Oh, okay.
But then the rest of it was like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Oh, no, I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Then he,
the only like comedian singer I can think of is Rodney Carrington.
Yeah.
That's the only one that.
Well, this guy's a comedian, but he acts like he's a singer now.
Oh, okay. Is it that?
Starts with his last name starts with like a W or
that
something.
Wheeler Walker Jr.?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, he's got the football scene, right? Like in the locker
that's
room.
him.
Yeah, that
like
is
people
hilarious.
like forget, like that's him.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah, that is one of the greatest skits there is.
Yeah.
But the rest of that show was so garbage. Like, I think there might have been 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay.
You might have never laughed at another point in any of those episodes outside of that football scene.
Yeah, that is a great fucking skit.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But it's just like, but now he's found his niche, but then now you live in that persona. Like that's just who you are.
Yeah.
Like Larry the Cable Guy has to walk around talking like that. It's like, hey man, you're from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, or Nebraska actually, or something like that.
Yeah, you don't sound like that.
I think it's Nebraska.
Well, it's the first time, when I was a kid, my dad was a huge Bob and Tom fan. That's what we listened to.
Yeah.
And then to hear Donnie Baker not sound like himself, like when he's on the radio, it's like, man. Or to see him, like he did like a concert at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Like I went with my father and watched it, and I'm like, well, that doesn't really look like, you know what I mean? Like you have an image in your head because it's radio.
Right.
What he looks like, and then he, doesn't look bad, but it's not what you had pictured. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always is what you hear people on radio, and then you look it up and go, oh.
Yeah.
Like, you have an amazing voice. You look like hot garbage.
Yeah.
Which is what I hear sometimes. Not the amazing, just an okay.
I think people are still waiting for me to hit puberty, so
yeah.
My voice is not good.
I'm in the Wideside Sports. Kind of had a towely sound to it.
Yeah.
Or no, that's Mr. Hanky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Howdy ho, everybody. I'm a Christmas pile of shit. You didn't grow up in that era.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You don't know what? That's a South Park thing. It's Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo.
Oh, okay.
Like that's a thing. Pretty good little.
Never a South Park fan. I know you were, but I'm not.
Yeah,
South
well,
Park.
you didn't grow up in that era.
No, I didn't. No, you actually reminded me of like the grandpa from 8 Crazy Nights. That's what it sounded like to me.
I don't know that I've ever even seen that.
It's not the best. It's not. Is
that an Adam Sandler cartoon?
Yeah.
About being Jewish?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not good.
Well, he does a lot of not good stuff anymore, but that was back in the day when he did good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough to do his kind of humor in a cartoon.
This hit like right after Mr. Deeds.
That was like a slow burner for me. Like, first time I was like, this kind of sucks. But then you watch it a couple times. It's got some funny stuff in it. I mean,
the Blackfoot, it's not needed, but it's still funny.
Yeah. The whole football, we're going to have to let you go then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. No, Daddy. Beat with a belt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some good stuff in it. I watched, what was it? Shit. What did I do? I watched something new that came out. I can't remember what it was. Oh, It was the trailer for that the Morbius thing. The new trailer. It didn't look bad. I've heard it's got shitty reviews already.
Well, I'm sure it's got that guy in it. He's overacted the fuck out of it.
Probably. It was weird to see the reviews really bad and it being Marvel. Like I wasn't used to it. I'm like, oh, that's unheard of.
It would probably be. I think it's just a casting thing. Like I don't even remember what his name is, but
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he shouldn't be it.
Yeah, he seems.
Everybody freaks out over his Joker too. It's like your Joker fucking sucks, man.
Your Joker. The 5-minute clip from the Batman, the new one that got released, is better than what he gave us. His 5-minute clip at the end of the Zack Snyder version was better than what he gave us in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, 100%.
100% better. I don't like him. I don't know. I'd still watch it though.
There was a clip going on, obviously, because of the Oscars over the weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit. But like from Jared Leto from that when he played the Gucci guy.
Yeah.
And he said he should have won the Oscar just for this clip. And it's like him kind of half-ass crying. Because what is it, Paulo or whatever was who he played. And he's like, it's me, Paulo. And all in my mind, I could just hear Mario. Yeah. I mean, it sounded
exactly
just
like that.
It's Mario.
Yeah.
Of like, he's ripped off fucking Nintendo.
Yeah.
For his supposedly high acting job.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
I'm not a fan.
Wish somebody'd slap him in the fucking mouth. I mean.
Yeah, he didn't say anything halfway mean.
He just does weird shit.
He does do weird shit. Really weird shit. And he has a band. Did you know that?
Yeah, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Everybody freaks out. 30 Seconds to Mars, man. Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean,
yeah.
If he wasn't in it, you would have never heard of it. Like, I mean, it's...
Yeah, it's... My favorite Jared Leto movie is shit. I had it in my head, too. It's like his third movie ever made. Urban Legend. This is my favorite Jared Leto movie. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, like if you flash your lights at somebody, they come back and kill you kind of thing?
There's like a girl in there and she's like killing people on like campus in Urban Legends and he's in it. Yeah, best Jared Leto movie.
I thought you were going to say Dallas Buyers Club. I thought that was your...
I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
I've never seen that at all. Isn't it about like whores or something? Like,
it's about AIDS.
Oh. So okay. Oh. Yeah, no, I thought it was like...
that's the one that Matthew McConaughey won an Oscar for it because he played the head.
Oh, yeah. He played the head
He
AIDS.
was main AIDS guy.
Yeah, okay.
But it was one of those ones, like he lost so much weight.
Oh, I do remember
he has
seeing
never
picture.
looked the same.
Yeah.
Ever, since that. Like, he looks like a serial killer now. In his Lincoln commercials, like, let me tell you why I drive a Lincoln. Got a lot of room in the back seat for when I murder families. Lincoln.
Lincoln. The trunk space is fantastic.
It's covered in plastic so I can spray the blood out. I mean, maybe I should re-voice over those.
Yeah, maybe.
This is great for when you need a chainsaw and a hammer.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't realize that the fucking Leto's 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he acts like he's 12.
Yeah, or still like 25. Like he does weird shit.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get maybe shit on for this, but it's a terrible movie. And I didn't realize it was a terrible movie until like 2 weeks ago. American Psycho sucks.
Oh, have you not seen it?
No, I've never seen it before. I've always heard people talk about it, but I've never seen it before. And I didn't realize he was in that for 10 minutes until he gets brutally murdered. That's when I watched it, I saw him. I'm like, how old is this fucker? And then I looked it up and he's 50 because he looks...
Yeah, because that movie came out in like 93.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of those ones that just doesn't hold... Like, it was a good movie back in the... But it just doesn't hold up.
It's just... Yeah. I get what they're trying to do. It's just real goofy.
To me, it has one of the funniest lines I've ever heard.
Okay.
Is when he's got like the hookers.
Yeah.
And he's filming and he's like, bend over so I can see your asshole.
Yeah.
The way he delivers that line.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like...
He's so straight-faced.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see your asshole.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I hated that movie.
Yeah.
It was bad. I had to turn it off.
Actually, it's not the worst movie ever. The worst one ever is Psycho
2.
2.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis plays the killer and like it's his cousin or whatever. Like, okay, well.
Like, I get what they were trying to do with like OCD and this and that, and like, put it together, but I'm like, not for me.
I think if they did it now, like they could remake that movie and make it really good.
The guy doesn't have to be that weird, though.
Well, he's a serial killer.
I understand that, but
they're usually not all that normal.
No, they're not. But just like his mannerisms and stuff, it's like, well, how do you think that's normal? Like, he's too much in a public eye for people not to question him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like cocaine riddled Wall Street, man.
I guess
it's 80s. Yeah, junk bonds and Huey Lewis in the news.
I think one of my favorite lines in that one too. He's like, "I don't like that skirt. Don't ever wear that again." It's like, wow, okay. I don't like that. I like heels. Wear heels.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ask me what I do.
Yeah.
Murders and executions. It's not a car.
Yeah.
I didn't need to do a
batch. Haven't you given enough?
Yeah.
Not everything. Not yet.
He's fucking breathing Batman.
Yep.
Why you always out of breath? He was just riding a bike.
Did a flip on it.
No, the other one's not out of breath. He just fucking walks everywhere.
Yeah.
Piece of shit movie. I did see that, watching that 5-minute clip, and then everybody's like, I'm so glad that wasn't in the movie. It just didn't need to be in the movie. It's like, that would have been the best part of the fucking movie.
Thank you. Oh, my God. Thank you. I pissed off all of my friends by saying those exact words.
It is. They said, well, it just wasn't needed, and it would have just added too much time. It's like, well, you could have found the 5 minutes to chop out of that piece of shit fucking movie.
How about the 2.5 where they're just riding bikes?
Yeah.
That could have been out.
How about the 5 minutes you spend on him fucking gawking at Catwoman, like a goddamn way he's jerking off in the other building watching her.
Yeah, they didn't put that in there. They should have. But
they did put that in there. He fucking watched her through her whole apartment. You tell me he's not jerking off there?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I mean,
but he had his gloves on.
How often are you on another building top looking at an attractive female through another woman and not jerking it?
I think every time I've ever looked through the building, I'm jerking it.
I mean, come on.
Every time.
It's just
through a building.
Yeah.
Whether I'm on the roof.
Plenty of fucking time for that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was like, well, number one, it'd be the best scene because it's the fucking Joker and they didn't fuck it up. Like, he sounded like the Joker. He just looked a little, like he got, caught in a fire. But, he was fucked up. Like, he had a good laugh. Like, all the things that make a Joker the joke. He had insight on criminal activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best part of the movie.
You're excited that he's acting like a detective.
Yeah.
And then the most detective portion of the fucking movie you didn't want in?
Yeah. This is a Criminal Minds thing. They go talk to serial killers and ask them their insight.
They do that in real life.
Yes, that's the best part of the fucking movie. Yeah.
You're okay with a fucking squirrel suit, you fucking jack-offs? Jesus Christ. Fucking worst car chase scene ever. It's more believable watching fucking cars and Lightning McQueen fucking fly around the track than it was watching that Batman movie. Jim fucking shit his pants after he got shot 9,000 fucking times by automatic fire from 12 feet.
Yeah.
Totally fine with that. We ain't got the technology to do anything else, though. Fucking shitbag.
Took a shotgun shot at point blank range.
Yeah.
And got up and won.
Vengeance.
Yeah. That pissed me off so much. Like, it's not his name.
Hey, Vengeance. How the fuck do you even know that? He didn't say that to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He said it to the skull
my problem
guy.
with it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Vengeance. It's like, he didn't say that to you. He said it to some guy that
is dead.
Yeah,
he's for sure
no
dead.
Way that guy's the fucking
beat
life.
the fuck out of that guy.
Bulletproof glove, so how hard is that?
Yeah.
And beat his fucking skull in.
Yeah, that guy's for sure dead.
I'm Vengeance.
Mm-hmm. Who are you supposed to be?
Well, let me text Catwoman real quick and let her know that that's your fucking nickname.
Yeah.
Not before you kill me.
She'll want to know.
She needs to know this.
She needs to know this. Yeah.
She needs to know if her nipples need to be hard or not.
My bad. I was sending a tweet. Oh, God.
We put this on the Riddler's fucking post page that apparently nobody else could find except except all these other fucking people that were members of this fucking group.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah.
So he put a group chat out there on the internet. Millions of people entered it. And it was like, man, how did he do it?
Yeah, how did he find that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking internet.
Yeah. Apparently you know that exists to him, but nobody else.
Yeah. That didn't come in on my contact lens.
I don't have a laptop.
I have this collar, though, that goes down into a cape that fucking does nothing. Why are you wearing a fucking cape?
Yeah.
Didn't even do the fucking spread it out to look like a fucking bat. Why are you wearing a cape, asshole?
Yeah.
Honestly, should have just been a detective movie.
Yeah.
Would have been better. This is like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Child detective.
Yeah. Child detective. Child detective. What do we got here, boss? Child detective.
I just got my license. I'm a private dick. I suck blood, too. Because I'm vengeance.
I'm here to get the killers that killed my family.
Can you imagine? Just him in a fucking brown trench coat.
Yeah.
And a fucking hat.
Yeah.
Killer movie.
Good movie. I guess one of the things that still bugs me about it. Went that well. Yeah. Boom. Fuck.
God,
movie's over. 2.5 hours into 30 seconds. The one thing that still pisses me off, it's like he's probably supposed to be in his like late 20s, early 30s, right? Like in that movie.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be young.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to get over your dead parents? You know, like he's still more like, I'm still mad at him. And I'm like, come on, man. You're like 12. Yeah. It's like, get over it. They're not coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows how death works because he killed lots of people in that movie. 100%. They're not coming back.
Another problem with the gunfight scenes that I have is the fact I'll call it the Dumb and Dumber problem of all these shots of, hey, what happened if they shot you in the face?
Yeah.
127 fucking shots fired at you. Not one of them hit you in the... They were so accurate to only shoot you in the chest.
Yeah. Not one hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3/4 of your face was not covered.
Yeah. They missed my chin.
Yeah, with this chin out here. They didn't hit it. Some vengeance.
It was in the dark, and I live in the dark.
Yeah. I murder people in the dark.
Yeah.
That all they were doing was really just harassing a guy.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to him yet.
Yeah, they didn't do anything.
Just walked up and straight up fucking murdered a guy.
Vengeance.
I fell down in some water.
You're like a puddle splash.
I didn't know how electricity worked.
Fell down in some... Did you just fall?
I hope everybody's seen this.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't either. Fuck it. I mean, it's a terrible fucking movie.
Oh, we're going to get a sequel too,
fucking
probably.
Adam West was a better Batman than that guy. And his fucking tights.
Yeah.
His gray tights with fucking black Speedo over it.
Yeah. It was blue. It was blue and gray.
Yeah. He didn't have a fucking spotlight. He had a red phone that Commissioner Gordon called him at his mansion. It's like, you can't check that phone number?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I have no idea who he is.
Ring, ring.
Can I use this phone to call Batman, Bruce?
Yeah. Wayne Manor. Yeah, Batman here.
Yeah. For Batman, press 1. For Alfred getting shit on.
Yeah. Press 2.
That's probably the worst part of the book. I mean, Alfred that's fucking elder abuse.
Why was he so mean to Alfred?
Yeah. Guy wiped your fucking ass while you puddled around the fucking house like a fucking spoiled bitch.
Yeah.
Trying to give back to this community. The city sucks. Maybe let it go under.
Exactly.
Move to a nicer place, pal.
I think the water did probably improvements to that city.
Might have.
At the end of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it cleared out all the narrows and stuff where most of the bad guys live.
Another one I seen was like people not wanting that Joker scene in is because we're sick of the Joker. Put another fucking villain in there. How about Clayface? Like, who the fuck is Clayface?
Who is Clayface?
I have no idea.
It seems like pretty easy to kill him if he's got clay as face.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah.
It's fucking Stretch Armstrong? I don't know. I mean,
I can't. The only thing I picture is somebody put just
That's what I was going for.
God damn it, I can't see. Who put this clay on my face?
God damn it. In my mind, it's Silly Putty.
It's funny.
I was trying to make a copy of the fucking Far Side comic, and then it got on my face while I was trying to rob somebody. And I fucking shot the wrong person.
They fell into a kiln.
And then Batman showed up.
Oh, God. Clayface. I don't even know. I didn't know that. Like, pick a villain that people know, like Solomon Grundy. People know who that is. Yeah. It's fucking Batman. I mean,
there's another one was like, do Ra's al Ghul. It's like, they just fucking did him in like 2 movies ago.
Yeah. It was Liam Neeson. You're not going to get a better Ra's al Ghul. Sorry. He's pretty good at it.
Pretty good at a lot of stuff. Apparently killing people late in his life.
Yeah, because
like in his 40s and 50s and 60s, he was like fucking love guru, horse whisperer kind of fucking guy. And now he's like, I'm 72 years old now with a massive cock, and I just kill people. That's also the rumor of him.
He's got a massive wiener.
Well, that's what they say.
Really?
Yep.
Good for Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Think he's circumcised?
I don't know.
I like to imagine. I like to think he is.
I don't know. I don't know his religious beliefs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, Batman.
I like how we're still shitting on it.
Yeah, well, it's fucking terrible. People are lying to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking loved it. It's the greatest movie ever. It's fucking real to me. That's the greatest wrestling fucking video. It's real to me, damn it. It's real to you. He fucking died when he hit that fucking semi.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking 88 mile an hour.
Damn.
Whack.
Yeah. Wow, he lived through that, huh? That car could bust through a semi, but not catch a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like he had fucking cruise control on.
Just, obeying the law.
I'll show him. I'll pass this semi. Oh, I can't catch him.
Yeah, damn it.
Vengeance is struggling. This fucking jet engine's not doing anything. It's like, hit the, and how long you wait? Hit the booster.
Yeah.
Apparently it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah. It's like getting os. I've watched a lot of movies where that works.
This 8,000-pound engine that I put on the back of this seems to be weighing it down more than it's helping.
It's wheelie nonstop. It's all wheelie.
I can't fucking see
anything.
Can't steer. If he does anything but a straight line, we're fucked. We're fucked, Catwoman. And yeah.
They never call her. She's not Catwoman.
I understand that,
She's
but
never been
is.
called Catwoman. She's
with a fucking beanie.
Sock? Yeah,
and
exactly.
The fucking beanie with 2 holes cut in. Yeah, I don't know who you are.
Hey, who's that?
Your fucking nose is out. It's only covering
your eyes,
your forehead, pretty much.
Oh, and your hair's cut, so you look like yourself, whether you have that on or not.
Have you seen my hooker friend from Sylvania?
Why are you worried about that whore? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Whores die. That just happens in movies.
That's what fucking happens.
I mean, it happens in all the movies.
Yeah, pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Pretty woman.
She was dead. She was dead inside.
I like to think Richard Gere strangled her. She came down. They had one night, and he's like, I'm not marrying a whore.
I'm better than
He fucking strangled her in the bed.
No, I can see it.
And then that concierge guy that took her shopping is the one that disposed of the body. I wish I had, because you were taking that drink. I wanted something that'd make you spit that out, but I couldn't come up with the guy's name.
Yeah, I get you. Anything exciting happened to you this week?
Well, I thought we was going to have some content.
Oh, okay. What, you going to dump in your pants?
I had about a food poisoning. So,
what'd you have?
I'm not going to put them on blast, man.
Oh, okay.
It was from because I might want money from them someday. So,
okay. Who was it?
Fuck with this guy named Jeff. Sells hot dogs at the park in the wintertime. I don't know. Seems like a stand-up guy. But woke up Friday morning. It's kind of that roll out of bed, kind of sitting on the, shut the alarm off, sitting on the edge of bed. I kind of like to settle myself, find out what's hurting.
Yeah.
And it was just like, get that mouth sweat going.
Oh, yeah.
And then like barely made it to the toilet. And so that came out.
Yeah.
then instantly had to turn around.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So that all happens. Obviously, then I, take a shower.
Yeah.
Go to fucking work.
Yeah. Of course.
Because short days, usually Fridays, no big deal. Walk mowing greens.
Oh, yep.
That
tough.
Fucking close calls there.
Yeah, I bet.
There's like 2 miles of walking, basically.
Mm-hmm.
To go back to the shop a couple times during that session.
Yep.
And it was like, you know what? I'm going to call it a day. Then I thought we was really getting content in the 15 minutes it took me to get home.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because there's nowhere to go there.
No, unless
then I made it.
Yeah, I mean, good for you that you made it.
But then I was honestly closer at my house doing it multiple times because I slept for about 16 hours, waking up every 3 or 4 hours to go to the bathroom, basically. Basically, go to the bathroom, drink some Gatorade, go to sleep, wake up, get rid of the Gatorade, drink some more Gatorade, trying to stay hydrated,
No, I get you. I kind of had the same deal for about 5 days, but I think mine was more flu-esque than food poisoning. And I shit my pants again. Yeah. Laying in bed. I was dead asleep. I mean, I was asleep.
Oh, like you didn't even know it happened?
Not till I woke up.
That sucks.
I did kind of the same thing how you do. Like you sit up in bed, turn the phone off.
Yeah.
I took a big breath and I went, I shit my pants. It was like in my head, I just shit my pants. And it was a lot. It's a lot.
It was a lot.
I had a shower.
I
had a shower. Like, I had to wake my wife up.
Oh, no.
And be like, make sure it's not on your side of the bed. Like, that's, like, I just had, like, I was sick. I mean, just straight up sick.
Hey, you're just sick, man.
And I mean, it was bad. That's probably the worst. That was probably the worst it's ever been.
Now you have to buy a new bed and everything?
Yeah, I had to burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. New bed. I actually had to shampoo the bed. Like it was pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. And she was mad. She's like, "Oh my god, what did you do?" I was like, "I chose to do it. It's not,
Yeah.
It's not like, you know what? I don't feel like getting up.
Yeah.
It's not just
so
go in my
comfy
pants.
here in this bed. Let's warm it up a little.
Like underwear was not salvageable.
No.
Sheets. I had to get new sheets. I had to shampoo the bed a couple times just to make sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Pillowcases, comforter, gone.
Mine would have been bad because I was falling asleep on the couch. Like I never left the couch.
I gotcha. Yeah, that would have been bad. Especially if I got in the crack.
It's like, sleeping for however long I'm sleeping, then get woke up by, hey.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, how am I going to get off the couch here?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I doing like a sit-up? Because that feels like that could be pressure-ridden. Is this a roll-off to a knee? Because that also might be a problem. So
it's like a roll, but as you're rolling, you get your legs underneath you kind of deal, and then you sit up real fast.
Yeah, now I'm not going to say. I mean, it didn't hit pants or underwear, but I'm not going to say it all hit water.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Toilet cleaned multiple times. So I'm like, then it's just I don't want to wipe anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So I took 9 showers.
I had the cleanest butt I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm going to get in.
Yep. But I did the same thing. Like I took a shower. I went to work. I was like,
I mean, walk this off. Nah.
We're in the middle of our state tests.
Yeah.
So I test my students separately, and I have like 3 kids in there at a time. And luckily, I know our planning periods are based on what our section of teaching is. So like, all the English teachers have this. So like, luckily, I know whose planning period is during like that period, because I'm like, hey, can you come give me a bathroom break for a couple minutes? Like, yeah. It's like I go in. Sounds like I'm dumping water into the toilet, and then go back to class. It's like, this is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah, the worst was the top side only happened once. And that was when I originally woke up, and then it was all bottom side.
Mm-hmm.
But it was one of like, as soon as that happened, I was like, I know what this is.
Yeah.
But that's such that mouth sweat that you get going on.
Oh, yeah.
Is like, hey, you got about 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's like, here's your warning.
Sure coming.
But that's just the worst thing of like.
Well, I thought I had food poisoning until it continued on because I had some fish tacos, and I was like, oh, it was good. I mean, they tasted fine, but it was like after I ate them, I'm like, I got a shit. Like it was almost instant after I took the last bite. I was like, yeah, I got a shit, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, that was mine, kind of, Gatorade and like the Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
and then like by Sunday I had some soup.
Yeah, I was
just scared.
So that would have been like a Friday the first time it started, and I just thought, okay, I had some. It'll cycle through.
It'll pass.
The very weird bowels. Saturday, I didn't eat.
Yeah,
I ate at like 9:30 at night watching the last Sweet 16 game or something like that. It's like my body knew, instantly had to shit.
Yeah.
I was like, everything that I eat is just instantly gone. Yeah. And then I went a couple days without eating something. I was like, this is it. Because almost instantly.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. It's like, damn it. No, I just not do it.
Can I just chew it and spit it out? I want the mouth want pleasure.
Flavor. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It was nasty.
It's the fucking worst.
Nasty.
Well, and then it's too of like, it was because it was a scheduled weekend off for me.
Mm.
So it was like I actually had 2 days in a row off of like,
nah.
Well, this sucks. I mean, like, because days off or whatever, but the night before is where the winning happens because I can stay up till midnight if I can't, if I fucking can. But, do whatever I want.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, no, I slept for 15 fucking hours of.
You sound like a kid at home. I stay up as late as I want.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. So it's like, I think I got home at 10 o'clock on Friday, and like by 10:30, I'd fell asleep on the couch.
Woke up at 10:30 Saturday morning.
And it only woke up to take a drink of something and then release it back into the wild.
Yeah.
And then, till 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Basically, I slept pretty much that whole time.
Yeah.
And then come Saturday night, I was starting to feel a little better.
Yeah.
But I still, we're not testing this because it was still there.
Yeah.
Anything you drink came right.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, I slept so fucking much.
Like you just weren't tired anymore.
How am I going to sleep tonight? And then it's like, Sunday got into like, I feel like I can eat something, but we're going to go more on the soup side.
Yeah.
As opposed to anything else. So
yeah, with you. Gotcha.
It's a pretty good weekend then.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
But, I did watch that Adam Project.
It's good, isn't it?
It's good.
Good. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It's right to the point.
Kid was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Funny in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he did a really good job mimicking the Ryan Reynolds part of it. Just the sarcastic and I thought it was a good job. Yeah,
that was I was pretty happy with it.
Mm-hmm. It's been one of the best Netflix movies in a long, long time. Because a lot of them have just been absolutely terrible. I mean,
most of them.
To a point where you have to turn it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this one was really, really good. But it goes back to what I've always thought with movies is if you want your movie to be successful, put fucking actors in it.
Yeah.
Don't just give me one surrounded by shit.
Yeah.
You had really good actors in it. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Gardner, Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana. I mean, good people. Yeah. People know those people.
Yeah.
And it's good. That's what fucking happens.
Yeah. Don't give me that fucking Jake Gyllenhaal 911 operator guy of like.
I loved that movie.
It's a good movie, but it could have been better.
Could have been better.
Like it was like, okay, there could have been some action in here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's why, like because you were wanting it to happen.
Yeah,
it's like
do something.
Come on,
do something.
Come on.
Now.
Yeah. Yep. Did you see his new movie that's been advertised? That Ambulance.
Ambulance.
No, Black Betty.
Ambulance. Somebody call an ambulance. No. What is it?
It's a Michael Bay movie, so there's lots of explosions and stuff.
Titties.
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Explosions and titties.
What it looks like is him and his brother are one of them's a cop, baby, and they're or they're thieves. I can't tell, but they steal an ambulance, and I'm not sure what the ambulance has to do with it. But people are chasing them in an ambulance, and they're holding somebody hostage, the ambulance driver. And I don't know if there's somebody that they're trying to capture I don't know, but it's it's Jake Gyllenhaal and it's action. I'd probably watch it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I don't know that enough people give credit to that. Was it Nightcrawler?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like he's good. Just crazy.
Creepy. He's a very he's very attractive, and people were like, well, he's doing a lot of stuff, but I'm like, he's a pretty underrated actor.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Like,
maybe not that Prince of Persia thing, but
everybody has
they all have winners.
Everybody has their shitty Disney movie. I mean,
well, because you're an end to watch guy, yeah.
Oh, fantastic movie, yeah. I liked The Zodiac. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I mean, of those kinds of movies.
Yeah,
but,
you give me him with some good acting and a fucking serial killer.
Yep,
I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, The Prisoners. You ever see that with Hugh Jackman?
Yeah,
fantastic. Sure, you like that one. That's got cereal in it.
I love a little kill.
Love a little kill.
That was a nice thing of getting back to work, being outside again, where I,
be
lose
yourself.
myself in murder books.
Murder book, yeah.
Nice, comforting. You know?
Yeah. I get it. I don't, but I get
bludgeon somebody's head in.
Yeah.
Drug them behind a semi. Stuff like that, which has actually fucking happened. That was actually in a book.
No, everything that you say, I just assume it's coming from something you've already heard.
100%.
Yeah.
It's vengeance.
You amaze me when it comes to that stuff. I can't sit and listen to a book.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
I know you do. I mean, I don't know if it's my imagery in my head. Like, I can picture what you're telling me, but I will doze off. Like, even hearing music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't pay attention to it. Like, so if it's a book, I'm not going to pay. Like, if I'm doing something else, I won't fucking pay attention to it. It's like, I can't, like a podcast, I could sit there and listen to a podcast. I could not probably tell you what happened in that podcast if I was doing something else.
Well, if it was good, you would.
Probably.
Or it made you laugh or something like that.
But even like music that I like, songs that I like, if I was doing something and listened to it and somebody say, oh, what you listen to, I'd have to be like, and then think about what the hell I'm listening to. I don't know.
Get in the zone. I mean,
I don't know. It amazes me that you're able to do that and still fucking remember what they told you. Like, it's impressive.
I don't know why. I can't remember when I got into that. Well, I started with podcasts and then just like, hey, that's
you
book.
Heard of this.
That Audible came out and I was like, this, it's a free thing. You get a free book. And then I listened to it and it's like, all right. And I go through, obviously murder. And then that Admiral McCraven book is fucking phenomenal. Like his career as a Navy SEAL is unreal. And then like Jocko Willing's books and stuff like that.
I would rather read the book than listen to it.
I like to read also.
But for me to remember it, I don't know. I just not like directions are tough for me because you say something to me and I'm like, okay.
Well, the one that was like epic for me was Titan is what it was called. And it's John Rockefeller. It's his whole life story.
Okay.
It was a fucking 33-hour listen.
Jesus Christ.
It took me some time to get through that.
I bet.
But it's like interesting of like, how this shit started. Of like the oil here in the town that we fucking live in. Because of him.
Yeah.
Everything that he touched and all the gas stations and companies that you hear of today are all branched off of him. And it's like, well, you got a monopoly. We need to break up your monopoly. So then he just started like 9 fucking companies and they're all still here.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, so you just made them richer.
Pretty much. Like I can put my money elsewhere and still have all of it. Yeah. But that kind of stuff, it's like, I'll give you an example. We do a book report, in the reading classes that I'm in, and I have my students audio listen to it. It's it's easier too. They enjoy it a lot better. So I'll play it out loud in the classroom and they'll follow along on the book. If I don't have that book in front of me, I couldn't tell you what happened.
You just kind of daydream off.
My mind goes other places and I'm like, I can do this or I can do this next. And my mind, it's just, if I'm not holding that book, reading it, it's like, yeah.
Which I guess I have something that I like, cause I'll do that too, but I'm still
in
like retaining what's going on in the book, but I'll be thinking about other shit. But
if let's just say that, and then like the next chapter, there's like a recap, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. But for me to tell you, now you would have to tell me, and I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, I remember that part.
Yeah,
it's just it's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
you know.
I
like
just
to learn. You've always liked to learn.
I like information.
Yeah,
I just like when people fucking ask a question and I have the answer. I kind of feel like I'm better than them.
But I mean, it's since I've known you, that's what you've liked to do. It's not. But yeah, it's amazing that you can sit there and remember a whole fucking book. And I'm like, yeah, I can tell you the title.
Yeah, well, you need to be around me and my brother when we get on a movie run.
Yeah.
And picking out specific lines of a movie that I haven't seen since 1990.
Well, I mean, that's an easy thing for me to do because it's a movie to me, and I'm watching it. But to hear, I mean, not even call it a book, call it music. I couldn't tell you lyrics to songs.
Oh, I can't either. I'm more of a beat guy.
Yeah, I couldn't. That stuff is like, I don't really care. But movie line, movie lines are the best of them. But it's like
all day.
But it's just, I'm watching it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, books are fucking great, especially murder ones, man. Yeah. Well, that's what gets, because then it pisses me off too, because you build up credits and shit like that of like, I probably have 7 or 8 credits that's each good for a book, and then trying to find one that I was like, the fuck doesn't this author that I like pump out more than 2 books a year? What a piece of shit. I mean, get off your fucking ass, bye.
Just writing.
I mean,
come on.
Yeah, you're just writing about shit that happened in real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
come on, give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me straight.
Yeah. I like learning about how, all the Nazis were basically on fucking meth. I listened to a book about that of like, Jesus Christ. And then you watch stuff that it tells you to look at, and it was like, oh my God, you can see like they have these, like the fucking itch and tick of like, oh, yeah, meth.
Yeah, meth.
Hell of a drug.
Yeah. Maybe Hitler wasn't as good as leader as we thought he was.
Maybe he just wipe out a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
Well, that was in there, like they were like meth pills.
Yeah.
And that was in their ration packs that they gave to every fucking guy, and they're supposed to take one every so many hours. Of like, so when they marched to start the war, of like, the Blitzkrieg wasn't really a Blitzkrieg. It's a bunch of fucking meth heads that just fucking took off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
that's crazy.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a sports show.
Yeah, it is. Well, what the hell's going
There's
on?
Nothing going on, because that's what I was going to talk about, because I don't, everybody always asks me that when I have my headphones on of like, yeah, what do what kind of music? I don't fucking listen to music ever. The only time I listen to music,
car rides,
is in the car ride, and that's if ESPN radio is talking about like the fucking NBA or some bullshit, which they're doing lately. Oh, what do you think if LeBron James is like, they're fucking terrible?
Yeah, nobody cares about the Lakers.
They're in the 11th seed, and you spend all your time talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty big game this weekend between 2 rival teams that have never played each other in the tournament before. Like, that's pretty big stuff.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I know you're not a big college basketball fan in general.
But it's not that I don't. I'm fine with college basketball. Yeah. I mean, your team's coach is a fucking scumbag.
We're not talking about that. Stay focused.
He's on one of the teams, man.
He is the team.
I thought he was going to talk about the Kansas and
Villanova.
Yeah. Big rivalry there.
Yeah, big rivalry there. No, but
Bill Self is pissed off at how good the other guy looks in suits.
Yeah.
And he has to wear a fucking polo.
Well, number one, Bill Self can go fuck himself. Yeah. I hate Bill Self with a passion.
I mean, Coach K, hasn't. But,
no,
well, he has. But
it gets swept under the rug because it's Coach K.
Yeah.
No, 100. I am not defending the guy.
I mean, you're 2 of the people that I fucking hate the most in the sports world are 2 of your favorite people.
Coach K and don't say fucking Russell Wilson. He's not my favorite people.
Fucking better be.
No, he's not. He's not even my favorite player on that team. So
he will be.
If he wins a Super Bowl, I'll be up there.
Pony up.
Yeah, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
My pony.
Genuine.
The saddles. There's got to be a fucking Russ dance to that.
Yeah. There we go.
Do it.
Do it.
No, but I think the most shocking thing is that it's never happened before.
Yeah, that to me that was wild. It's like, it's like in the history of March Madness, never played
in the history
once.
of bags of cash.
Yeah.
Those two programs hand out more than anybody, and they've never faced each other. If you would have told me that they'd never faced in a championship game, I'd be like, I feel like they should have by now.
But nope, not at all. I don't know. It's cool that it's happened and it's the Final Four, and supposedly Coach K's last year. I think he pulls a Tom Brady, but it would only be better if like Roy Williams was still coaching. Like that would make it even sweeter. The guy was there for fucking how long?
Yeah, but Roy had the wherewithal to just go away.
Yeah.
Whereas Coach K's like, you need to worship me for a year.
Yeah.
And then jerk me off when I get my ass kicked in my last game, and we'll play this video where it makes it look like I fucking died. Of like, you're standing right there, man. This feels like you're. It feels like a funeral thing.
That's the weirdest part. Like when they do that stuff, it's like, he's still here. He's right there.
He's the one that cut the video together. I'm sure.
Yeah, put that one out. I don't look good in that picture.
This is one that I won.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how I used to coach at Army or Navy or wherever the fuck he started out
Army.
at? And then he figured out he couldn't cheat there, so he went to the other. And then I love how, now the one thing I will say is how people act like Duke didn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
Before he got there. It's like, no, they played in the finals like 3 or 4 times. It was I think they made the Final Four like 4 times, the Elite Eight like 8 times. It was like, Duke was a fucking program. It's not like he just fucking Iona to the, to the promised land. I mean,
he just made him more known. And
yeah. But to even act like he's that good, I mean, fucking Nick Saban exists. So
I'm 100% with you.
Let's pump the brakes because his actual stat line is not fucking great.
I would say his first 2 championships, he probably did. And then the name of Duke kind of took him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Like, people go to Duke now because it's Duke basketball. People go to Alabama now because it's Alabama,
right.
That kind of already. North Carolina, I mean, fuck. Those programs kind of sell themselves. And if you have somebody who just kind of knows half of the game, you're probably going to win some games,
Yeah. I think the one thing last weekend proved is, hey, I'm all about the underdog story to the Sweet 16, but if you get to you need to get your ass beat in the Sweet 16. I don't need you in the Elite 8 because then we get this fucking 20-point blowout because there's levels to this shit.
I hate Cinderella stories with a passion. If you win your round 64 and you're the 15th seed, great job. Lose the next one, please.
You need to get beat the next time. I don't need you.
No.
If you make it to the Sweet 16, that's even a great story. But at the time that you're playing in the Sweet 16, there's also another game on. So when you're getting ass stomped, I can quit.
Yeah, not in this one.
When you get to the Elite 8, it's like, oh, well, this game's over. That game was over 35 seconds into it.
I turned it off with 15 minutes left in the first half. I went, it's over. I turned it off. No way. They're not. I mean, they had some luck and this and that, but you beat Kentucky.
Best player's a white guy. I mean,
they're not very good. They beat Kentucky. That's all I needed to hear of them.
That's it.
Lose to your next team.
Then instantly your coach bolts to Seton Hall.
Well, doesn't that always?
Which he graduated from there, so that's fine.
I feel like there's more turnaround after March Madness than bowl games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a lower level program and you win a game or two as a 15, 14 seed, like you're getting paid.
Yeah.
That's just, it seems like that's the way it goes. I mean,
well, the bad thing with, the postseason for college football is all the coaches leave before it starts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe they should fix that.
Well, the recruiting is way.
Yeah, because you got to do it before.
Now. Yeah,
during your postseason practices, you need to be out recruiting.
Yeah. Oh, man. But I am excited. Being a Duke fan, it's exciting that they're going to play. I think they do end up getting beat.
Yeah.
North Carolina's playing just fantastic basketball right now. I mean,
it'd be too much for them to win it.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. If I don't see them winning the national championship. I think Villanova probably ends up taking the crown. But if they just beat North Carolina, that'd be fantastic for me. Obviously, I don't like North Carolina, but it just make it to the championship. You don't have to win it. Make it to the championship, and then we'll go from there.
Like I'm rooting for Villanova because Jay Wright should have more than one.
Yeah, he should. God,
you've had some great teams.
Does
he have 2?
Yeah, 15 and 18.
I forgot one of those.
17 or 16 and 18.
Man, I don't remember winning 2.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's been a while. He's had some good teams.
Yeah.
Well, and I like him.
The Gillespie guy. The Gillespie guy was on the 18 team.
Oh, yeah?
He was a freshman when they won in 18. He's had his 6-year eligibility, his COVID year.
Fucking 35 years old. Fucking full-grown man playing in here.
Yeah. Oh, I love Jay Wright. His book was fantastic that he wrote.
Yeah. I didn't listen to it.
It's good.
There's probably an audio book, but he doesn't read it.
Probably not.
It's probably some guy that's like, I'm Jay Wright, and the coach of like, okay.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good. But I like, they're so, in a world where dunking and oops, and he plays like very simple, organized basketball. It's just, it's kind of refreshing, That was kind of what, like the Boeheim thing with Syracuse, with all this shit going on. This guy's playing a 2-3 for the last 35 years and fucking kills you with it. Oh my God. The reason he always makes a run in the tournament is because nobody sees it till that game.
Yeah.
There's people fucking shocked. It's like, man, they're playing a 2-3. This sucks.
You don't need to scout it. They've been doing it since 1978. Exactly the same way.
Exactly the same way.
They don't make mistakes with it. That's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, and they always seem to have one guy that just fucking shoots the ball just absolutely phenomenally.
Oh, hell, what's that one time they make the Elite Eight that one year and they were like fucking.
Yeah.
Right during the regular season, they were like fucking 12 and 18.
Yeah, they're
and
like
then just went on a run, won the.
Well, yeah. Well, I think they played the year.
Well, they won
Duke
the Big East tournament, and that's how they got in because they wouldn't.
Are you
even
talking about the year they won it with Melo?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm talking like a couple years after Melo. Like they were like 12 and 18.
That would have
not
been
going to make the tournament.
Oh, okay.
Made a run in the Big East and won the Big East tournament and then got in and won like 3 games of like
the year. Well, hell, last year they made a run and they shouldn't have made a run.
They're like a Doug McDermott or something like that.
That he went to Creighton.
Right? No, not him. Then
no,
there's another white guy that shot. Then
his grandson is the one who took him on a run last year. That Buddy Boeheim.
Yeah, Buddy Boeheim.
But the one in 2015. They played Duke in the Final Four, and they were like a 12 seed.
That might have been that year.
I think it was that year.
They were not going to make the tournament, and they won the Big East tournament. Yeah, and that's the only reason they got in. So
yeah, it is
I'm not
wild.
so sure if they didn't have to go in the play-in game that year.
They might have.
I mean,
yeah, no, they did because I watched them.
Yeah,
watched them down in Dayton that year.
They had a white guy that could shoot, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
I think they had Michael Carter Williams too.
I don't know who that is.
He's a good player in college. Kind of fizzled out in the pros.
Yeah, most do.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 fucking players in the NBA. I mean.
Oh, man. But yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. It's sports that I enjoy, so it's... So
what's your Bill self-hate about?
Well, it's very, very minimal. We were at the Ohio State basketball high school tournaments, state championships down in Columbus. He is recruiting a player from Cleveland that's playing in the semifinal game. Well, me and a friend see him sitting up in the Huntington levels.
Is that like 6'11" kid or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. See him sitting up there. So we just go up there and we had, played it cool, whatever, walk by his suite and then start heading down.
Yeah.
And we're like, we were looking for seats pretty much because nobody was fucking there.
Right.
And we're like, okay, well, so we sat there about 10, 15 minutes and we get up and we leave and he's like right next to the stairwell in his box, and they literally butt right up against each other. And I was like, oh my God, Coach Self, what, how's it going? And he like waved and like nodded his head, and my buddy's like, hey, can we get a picture with you? And he was like, yeah. And then stood there and like didn't even look at the camera when we took the picture. And we're like, oh, thanks.
So, okay.
It was like, thanks. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then that was it. That was the end. I'm like, well, you could at least like looked at the camera when we took a picture.
So you don't like him because he did everything you asked him to do?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, he's just an asshole. Well, okay, you're 100% right. You're 100%. I also compare it to the next day when we met Lou Holtz. He was literally the opposite.
He didn't know where the fuck he was.
It was literally the complete opposite. And like we met Lou Holtz and we're like, Coach Holtz, can we get a picture with you? And his bodyguard goes, no, sir, sorry, pictures are done. And he goes, no, hold up, you can take the picture of us, and makes the security guard take the picture of us.
Yeah, get your ass over here.
Yeah, and so comparing the two, just never really liked the guy.
Yeah.
That's really it. I have no other issues with him other than that. And he kind of looks like a prick just to see his face.
I get it. I don't care for him either.
Yeah.
I've never met the man.
I mean, he could have just been, I don't know. But the same thing happened. I don't really like Urban for that same reason. Urban was a fucking prick the first time I met him,
I think everybody knew he's just a fucking cock.
Yeah.
I mean.
But it's, like we were both in high school at the time. 17, 18 years old. It was like you could have been a little nicer to us. You know what I mean? How many people can actually have walked past you and have no fucking clue who you are?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're famous, but only to people who pay attention to sports. Everybody else in here probably couldn't pick you out of a lineup.
I had that happen with a president.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first Bush.
Oh, really?
Yeah, down at the Muirfield. He was sitting on a golf cart, and I walked right the fuck up to him. Hey, you're president. You had my little Muirfield flag and a Sharpie. I have everything you need.
Yeah.
Can I get your autograph? No.
Did he give you a reason?
there is a rule that you're not supposed to sign autographs beyond, and he was with Jack.
Oh, okay.
Of like, I mean, we're right here. I mean, Jack's not with you at the moment. Yeah. You're just sitting on a golf cart, you lazy fuck. Yeah. I mean, all of us got to walk.
Yeah.
But that was one of those things of when he turned me down of like, I get it. You're not the current president, but you were one. And secondly, where's your security? That's the other thing of how the fuck can a high school kid just walk right the fuck up to you?
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's, meeting those people, you just assume that they got to have people come up to them all the fucking time. It's not something shocking to them.
Yeah.
Like when I met Huggins, super fucking chill dude. Super chill. Matt Painter at Purdue, super nice guy. Met him, and it was like, really? This guy? Like, can't just, at least look at the fucking camera. I mean, it's a selfie. I'm like above. He's like smushed in. My buddy's right beside him, and I'm kind of like over the top of him because I'm taller than both of them.
Yeah.
And he's literally, eyes are like looking off into the distance.
Maybe he didn't know where to look. Maybe he didn't know technology. Yeah. Maybe he's blind.
He's a cock is what he is. Douchebag.
Do you still have the picture?
Yeah, I'll find it somewhere.
I kind of need to see that.
Yeah, I'll find it.
This fucking guy.
If not, my buddy has it. I'll have him send it to us.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna.
But the bad part is, like, he takes the picture. My friend does, and you see like my eye and like half my face, and I don't know if he like caught like the wrong time.
Yeah.
And he went, thanks, and I went, oh, let's look at the picture, and I'm like, not even fucking I'm halfway in it. Let's ask him to retake it.
No, let's say he didn't want to fucking take the first one.
And he's like, no. I'm like, fuck that guy. Let's just ask him to retake it. And he's like, no, he didn't. But now you can see like my cheek and my eye and like half my forehead.
Maybe he was looking off to the side like these fucking guys because he saw that the picture wasn't even framed properly, and he's thinking, they're not gonna like this.
Nah, he's a cock.
Because what was his portion of in that whole cheating scandal that nobody got in trouble for? Didn't he got wiretapped too? Didn't he?
Yeah,
giving away money
and then grades too, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's like everybody got caught. Everybody on FBI wiretaps.
Yeah.
Nobody got in trouble.
Just swept it under the rug.
I mean, when you have a wiretap of a coach, someone going, "Hey, he needs that $200,000. You may get that to him." No, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then like. What was it, the Miller guy in Arizona? He got suspended for like a day.
Yeah.
And then they're like, nah, you can come back.
Yeah.
It's fucking college basketball. Come on.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, nobody watches this anyway. Oh, that's really it. But just the other people that I've met compared to this guy, that's probably why more that I have a dislike for the guy.
Yeah.
Just be a decent human. People, I don't know. I just feel like if I was any kind of famous and people recognize me, probably at least look at the goddamn camera when they're taking a picture with me.
What makes you think you're not famous, pal?
I'm not famous.
You got to be the star in your own movie.
It's more of a nightmare. Vengeance.
It's the nightmare sequence. I'm vengeance.
Fuck, Superman's bad. We gotta run.
Yeah. Fucking no skill. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let me walk into this fucking scene.
Oh God! So should we talk about football a little bit of the minimal signings that have happened?
Thumb drive. That was clever. I'll fucking give him that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about an actual sport.
Yeah, we have football.
Yep, U.S. men's soccer team qualified for the World Cup. So
yeah, okay, who cares?
Well, they didn't qualify last time.
Don't care.
And they did this time. The game last night, all they had to do was not lose by 6 goals. So that would have been funny if they got beat 6-0. Yeah. Like, fuck, we didn't make it.
Yeah.
Which you could actually.
How can you lose and make it?
It's on points.
Oh, okay.
You play how they probably played. I don't know how many matches, and it's the top 3
Gotcha.
qualify.
Gotcha.
So like Canada got in for the first time in 36 years, and the U.S. we didn't make it. We didn't make it last time, but we made it this time. But the funny thing is, like, they would have had to not make it. You had to lose by 6. They could have forfeited the game, and it only counts as a 3-0 loss. Of like,
hey, just do that.
Hey, maybe don't even fucking
play. Yeah. Well, the Canadians are, hey there, you hit the ball in the net.
When you get down 5-0, you go, hey, we forfeit.
Yeah, we quit. Now, would that add like 3 points to it?
I don't know. I don't know enough about soccer.
Yeah, I don't care enough about soccer.
It's supposed to happen in the summertime, but they booked it in a place where it's 187 fucking degrees in the summer, so now it's got to happen in December.
Nice.
Because they had a lot of money that they was able to give FIFA to make their incredible games.
Cool.
For video games.
So Bobby Wagner got signed by the Rams. I don't give a fuck about soccer, Randy.
Well, we are a sports show, Seth.
But we choose what sports we talk about.
Football.
We talk about the sports we talk about.
The World Cup's good because,
it's not.
America.
No.
Fuck yeah.
You can't use fuck yeah for every slogan. That's your monster one.
It's America's slogan. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, brother.
All right. Bobby Wagner. Big fan of his.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm over the top.
That wasn't a question. That was more of a big fan of him. Are you? More proper English.
I was going to say, don't do that.
Continue.
You're confusing me. You said, I know. It's a question.
I didn't mean it to be one.
It's okay. No, I mean, I like the guy. Good. Really good.
He gets guys on the ground.
Yep. And, better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
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 And he's playing for the Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
Probably a Hall of Famer by just stats alone.
The linebacker, though.
He's led the NFL in tackles like 8 times.
Yeah, but linebackers don't count anymore.
Well,
I get it. Not me saying that. That's kind of like the whole sport going okay, we're done with linebackers.
Yeah, well, hell, like we talked about all affairs, like he's the only legitimate linebacker on the field at that time.
Yeah.
The rest are safeties.
Yeah.
But that's huge pickup for the Rams. That I know they needed something else because they don't really have any good players. But they got somebody else on defense other than Aaron Donald and probably be better.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we talked about before, too, of they signed him to that money of how the salary cap is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. The way that you can finagle any kind of number that you want.
Yeah.
The fact that people say, nah, they're too pricey, I just don't think they're trying.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what's happening. Because we were talking about that of actual cash value this year of not your cap hit, but what you actually get paid this year. Like Matthew Stafford for this next season will make $63 million.
Yep.
And his cap hit is like fucking 24.
Yeah.
Of like, okay.
It's a small percentage of what he's actually making.
Making $63 million to play football next year. But it's like, well, he did it. He only made 25. That's why they're. It's like, no, he didn't. He made all his fucking money.
All of it.
Let's not act like everybody freaking out about Aaron Rodgers making fucking $43 million or whatever. Like, he was 5th on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's not the biggest cap hit to his team.
No.
The Colts are taking more with Matt Ryan than what the Packers are going to take with Aaron Rodgers.
But I'm talking cash value.
No, I know.
He was like fucking way down there.
But yeah, just when you hear teams say, oh, he's too pricey, he's like, well, he may be for that particular team, but some of the teams who have money aren't really they're not finagling it enough to make it a priority. Either one, that's not how you do things.
Yeah.
Or two, you just haven't tried.
And a little bit of it when they say the too pricey, I think that's an easy out for some teams of like, hey, we didn't really like the fans really like this guy, but this guy doesn't. I mean, he's a dick and he's not going to fit in our locker room.
Yeah.
But then the weird one is you still got to be pissed if anybody out there is a fucking Colts fan of like they have actual money still left in their cap and they've got
nothing,
nobody,
nothing to show for it.
Hey, we got Matt Ryan. Yeah, who's he throwing to?
Yeah, I don't know why you're not giving money to the receivers that are left. Go sign OBJ and Jarvis Landry. Go get both of them. Jarvis can hold down the fort. The Pittman guy can hold down the fort until OBJ comes back. Then you got 3 receivers out there.
Yeah.
Just do something.
Yeah.
Like, you have a very good team. Like, you should have made the playoffs last year, but just shit the fucking bed.
Yeah.
I'll give them the most props. They were like, yeah, fuck that. We're not doing that again. And traded the guy who they thought was the biggest issue. I'll give them props. Now, Hershey came out and just
lit the fucking flamethrowered that thing of like, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah. He didn't mix well with us, so we knew we had to get rid of him. Yeah. I was like, wow, okay. Props. Nobody else has enough balls to do that. They're like, well, maybe it was this or that. I was like, nah, he just did stupid shit, so he's gone. They have a guy who typically doesn't do stupid shit, kind of does what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. Plays quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. And yet has nobody to throw the ball to. Yeah. Has somebody to hand the ball to.
100%.
Somebody to block for him. Kind of all the things that they did when they went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago with Atlanta. Nobody else to throw the ball to, though.
Yeah. And you're just not going to make you're not going to make the playoffs.
No.
With the team you have right now.
No, you need some weapons.
Unless Tennessee shits the bed.
Yeah.
But that was another one came out today from the owners' meetings with Jim Irsay about after Tennessee fucking dog walked the Colts.
Yeah.
The whole coaching staff and every fucking scout he called into a room and basically ripped their ass of like, Jesus. Well, you got to like Jim Irsay. Yeah. I mean, he does that on like painkillers and shit.
Exactly.
Painkillers and sketch.
We don't know if Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry.
No.
He didn't. I mean, I know it was his first game past surgery, but.
Well, he's playing the Bengals, and that's a tough team to play against.
Well, I mean, yeah, they went to the Super Bowl, but still, we don't know what the hell he is. We don't know. We don't know what Tannehill is every given year. He had a lot of what the fucks.
Yeah.
He has a lot of good shit. You don't know. It's just so that to me, that division is still wide open. Unless Derrick Henry proves that he's back to being Derrick Henry, the division's wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, they could play the same game as Tennessee.
Yes.
Just split with Tennessee and beat the other 2 fucking teams.
Yeah, don't let the fucking Jags beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wide open division and they're not doing anything to get themselves better, but the NFC West, I don't know how that league is competitive, division is competitive as it is.
Yeah.
It's like the Niners. I don't know how they're good.
They just do something.
Yeah.
Like they play good defense and they just somehow get some points.
Yeah, and I don't know what. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's very gritty football, which is great, but it's like, how? Because you beat the Rams.
You should have 5 wins.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. You beat the Super Bowl champs. You came back from like 17 down and beat them by 2 scores.
Not only that, it's been this way for years.
Oh, I know.
This is the first time the Rams beat them. They like fucking lost 7 in a row.
Yeah, and it's like the Seahawks just kind of went from being, and then now they're just shit.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals, it's like, you guys aren't, Kyler Murray's not very good, but why is this division
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that's the one thing, too, like the Kyler Murray thing of like, that just showed you last year that he is horse shit.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins is phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when he gets hurt,
it's
you
downhill.
Can't do anything as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people get hurt in the NFL. It's fucking NFL. But you lose one receiver, and then all of a sudden you can't do anything. Like fucking AJ Green's still there, and you have other guys.
Yeah, Christian Kirk, the Rondale Moore rookie came on and did some shit. I mean, you had Zach Ertz as your tight end.
Yeah, couldn't do anything.
Yeah. What bugs me about them is that's all they have now is DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Ertz. So what does happen when one of those guys goes down? You're gonna freak out.
They do exact.
You don't have a.
They're
run
gonna
game.
come out. They're gonna start out. They're gonna be 6-2, and they're gonna finish the season with 7 wins.
Yeah,
because that's what Arizona is.
Yeah,
and then maybe you can go play for the fucking A's.
Oh, you're talking about Kyler Murray in baseball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he's not.
What? I was thinking, man, what are the A's? Like, is that a new thing?
Assholes. Is this a new league? Fucking rock.
Yeah. The
fucking assholes. Popping each other's assholes. Well, another news that came out today, I believe it's true. I've seen it on Twitter.
That has to be true.
That they found out that Dan Snyder keeping 2 sets of books for Washington of well, everybody fucking does that because it's America.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother.
Uh-huh.
But he's basically that. I mean, that's just like they're forcing him to sell the team, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, hey, look, all this shit, like, this is a terrible like, we need this franchise to be good.
Uh-huh.
Because the division you're in fucking sucks, and it's got the Cowboys in it for fucking crying out loud.
Yeah.
But it's just feels like as soon as that happened, that Congress is going to look into that too, of like, oh, you're going to dip into the NFL financials that we do not want the fucking players to see because they don't get to see those numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of what they actually make.
You're going to sell the team, buddy.
They get a rough idea because the Packers have to because they're publicly owned. But it's like, all right, get him the fuck out. So, I mean, not to be bad against your team, but if you're a $4 billion team, that team's fucking 5 or 6.
You think?
Yeah.
Because where they're located? Yeah.
I mean, you're
not offensive. It's not like I'm buying the fucking Broncos. You're not offending me at all.
Well, it's offensive to think that the fucking Commanders are worth more than the Broncos with a stadium that doesn't...
Yeah, that falls apart.
Yeah, that dumps shit water all over their fucking fans more than once in a season.
Yeah. That is the most embarrassing part to me. It's like, you can't even... Come on, really?
Yeah.
Like, come on. You make that much fucking money, and you can't even make your toilets work?
Yeah.
The railing falls in?
Yeah. I forgot about that. Must fucking murder Jalen Hurts after a fucking game.
Yeah. That's embarrassing.
I think that's just kind of, hey, Dan.
Time to leave, buddy.
Get the fuck out.
But the bad part is he's been on fucking lockdown for 10 years. I mean, he's been on a watch.
Yeah.
His name has been in the media.
Yeah.
This is not the first time. The sex scandal workplace environment. Not the first time his name has been, drugged through the mud. I remember
every 3 years a massive story comes out.
I remember being a kid and being like, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. Like, why is he owning the Redskins at that time?
Tons of money.
Yeah. It's weird that he has not been,
I hope
out.
They force it and then they're like, hey, can we change the fucking names? Just move it back to the football teams. That's way better.
Way better.
The Admirals.
Yeah, the Wolves. Just the Wolves.
Just do it.
The Washington Sentinels.
That'd be... That would have been so fucking great. And you have Keanu Reeves for your opening fucking
game.
day.
Yep. Give the speech.
Do the coin toss or whatever.
Chick stick scars. Glory.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm... Yeah. Glory's forever.
Glory's forever. Right on, Shane.
The fact that they didn't do that was so fucking perfect.
It was right there, right in fucking front of them.
And it matches up with the... Well, they don't play in Washington. They play in fucking Virginia or something.
Yeah, something.
And they can't... Basically, an owner's going to come in there getting a new stadium because that's basically... He can't get financing for a stadium because people... It's like, hey, man, we don't want Dan Snyder in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe can we get him to fucking Maryland? Or
or you could be like the Bills and pay billions of dollars for a new stadium and not put a fucking roof on it.
Well, you knew they weren't going to do that.
I knew that, but it's still like, wow.
Then, man, that pisses some people off of like, there's all this tax, especially with how see-through the NFL is on their, as far as their media rights deals and shit like that. Of like, there's a $1.5 billion stadium, and you're paying for none of it.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean, the NFL's kicking in $200 million.
The park's paying like 60% of it.
Yeah. It's like $600 million from the county, $400 million from the state. It's like, oh, well, no wonder the people are like, great for Buffalo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and then they pay a lease that's not, like, that's the big thing with the Bengals is the lease deal that Paul Brown has with the city for that stadium. It's a fucking joke. Like, they do write-ups on business of how good of a lease he has.
Oh, really? Okay.
It is like the city paid for it, and it's supposed to be like a whatever, sin tax or whatever they call it. It's on pop and stuff like that, and that's how they pay for it. But like he pays hardly anything and like, but then he gets to keep the parking and he also gets the concessions. And it's like, well, what's the fucking city getting?
The people, I guess. I mean, I would rather eat in Cincinnati than eat in the fucking stadium.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Maybe they get that. Like, they're like, oh, it would bring so much revenue to your city. Like,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, but, then again, like the tax money gets dumped back in. It's only at a certain percentage. Like, do you ever recoup?
Mm-hmm.
That was what they'd said of like, we're going to invest basically $1 billion from all this.
Yeah.
But over the 30 years, it's going to get like, we're going to make back like $1.5 billion. It's like, so $500 million. Like, I feel like you just invest that shit and make way more than that.
Yeah.
So, but, they're getting a new stadium. They need one because it's a shithole.
Yeah. It's old as shit.
Yeah. The fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
Basically.
I wonder, it's crazy to me that like I don't think they've knocked down like the old Atlanta stadium.
No, haven't they?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they have, but like, what if they haven't? Like, it's just big ass stadium that taking up majority of the space. Like, what the hell we do with it?
Well, I mean, the fucking, what was the one up in
Minnesota one?
No, the up in Detroit where they used before Ford Field.
Okay.
Like that. Like you can see, they never did. They might have blown it up now, but they basically just dilapidated on itself.
Oh, it just
like,
caved in.
They had like a guy from Sports Illustrated went and took pictures of like roof caved in. There's like fucking
they Detroited it.
Yeah, like weeds growing in the.
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean it's like oh my god, because
this is Detroit.
Somebody had bought it for like nothing. Oh. It was like they bought a fucking dome. It was a silver dome, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that sounds about right.
It was like for $1 million they bought it.
Jesus Christ.
And they did a indoor drive-in theater.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But then it's like, we can't really support this.
Yeah.
Because we bought it for $1 million, but it cost $10 million a year to fucking maintain it. Yeah. So, and it just basically just collapsed on itself.
Wow. That makes sense, though. And to speak of Detroit, I wonder how many burglaries and robberies and murders are going to happen in 2024 when they host the draft.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I've been to the Ford Field one time in my life. It wasn't for a football game. We drove by it. If you make one wrong turn out of that stadium, it is very scary up there. Like, it's not in a nice part of Detroit. Yeah. I don't know if Detroit is a nice part at all, but that is where you having it. Like, you have it in the stadium?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, there's not a whole lot of things there. Like, if you had it in Cleveland, have it at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like, or they did, I don't know where they had
it in Cleveland.
Yes, they did.
That's where they did have it.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Or, at least when they had it in Nashville, they had it on Broadway Street up against the river.
Right.
There's places that do it. What the fuck are you doing in Detroit?
Can't wait till Cincinnati gets it.
Yeah.
Then next to this concrete plant.
You do it in Great American Ballpark. Yeah.
That's...
Where are you doing in Kansas City? There's nothing in fucking Kansas City or Missouri.
Next to the river.
Yeah, but it's just weird. Like Detroit.
How about their fucking owner?
Yeah.
Going, maybe we put the team in the Kansas side of the Kansas. It's like, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Guess you want a new stadium, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Missouri's not pumping out enough money, I guess.
Apparently not. Wouldn't that fucking suck if they did that of like fucking Rams leave Missouri and then the fucking Chiefs do?
Dude, he's like, God damn it.
To go to a fucking city that is a ripoff.
Yeah.
Because everybody always thinks that of like, Missouri ripped it off. It's like, no. Kansas City, Missouri is the original.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was doing so well. They took a town on the other side and named it Kansas City, thinking they could fool people to coming there.
Yep.
That's how it happened.
Yeah.
And it might work.
It might work. To get there. Which one has good barbecue? Nobody knows.
Yeah. So the fucking river you're on.
Oh, man.
Because that's the... I know people freaked out that it wasn't in New York anymore because the drive's always been in New York. It's like, well, you're fucking Jets fans. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But I kind of like it moving around. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like in Vegas because the original idea is that, it's going to be around the Bellagio.
Yeah.
And they're going to get on these like little fucking boats to go across that thing to meet Goodell or whatever. It was like, I don't need all that. But,
that might be too much. But the fact that it's moving around is cool because it allows different people to go.
Yeah, but let's go in cool places, though.
Yeah. Like, Detroit's not...
I mean, the fact is fucking Cleveland. I mean, we're Ohio guys, but we've all been to Cleveland.
Yeah, there's nothing really...
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Why don't you do it in Canton, for crying out loud?
Yeah. Do it the Hall of Fame. Well, that... Same thing as Detroit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. It's not the nicest part of
Do it
Ohio.
at that fucking stadium there.
Oh, God.
Right
but,
next to the interstate that runs over top of it.
What the hell? But when it was in Nashville, it was fantastic because there's shit in Nashville. I assume Vegas will probably be awesome as well because they're stuck Vegas, As long as they don't overdo
when your weather's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you can have that draft in Detroit, because I think the weather was shitty in Cleveland when they did it last year.
It was cold, I think, wasn't it?
Like, they didn't get hardly anybody to show up. It was like fucking 38 degrees because it's Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean.
It's still spring.
On the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, at night.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what else was I going to see today?
I don't know.
I remember, I think all the owners meetings going on. Oh, the overtime rule, they changed that for that. Like, it was like, well, both teams need to see the ball. And obviously being a Cincinnati guy going, well, hey, Kansas City got the fucking ball the first time, and basically the Bengals picked them off twice, but Eli Apple can't catch. But of like, fucking stop him.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did like hearing that when that came out, and I was watching McAfee's show and AJ Hawk. Like, you could see visibly that AJ Hawk was pissed off that they did that rule of like, oh, okay, so defense doesn't count anymore. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
Basically, the NFL is saying defense isn't part of the game anymore.
Yeah,
those guys don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make a fucking play. You get paid.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I don't like the touchdown and game's over. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they got rid of.
I know that. I don't mind, like, go down and make a feel like the team can still score points.
Yeah.
The touchdown and it's over. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard either way. For a team to go down and score on the very first drive of overtime, just as tough as the very first play of the game or the last play of the game. It's still, it's still incredibly hard. The fact that they could kick a field goal and the team get a chance to was stupid to me.
Yeah.
If you're doing it that way, score points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that's the way it was to me. Now that you get rid of the touchdown, it's like, well, it was the same then.
I've always been a proponent of, just play it. I understand the sudden, which I think it should still be sudden death in the regular season of like, hey, if we're fucking promoting health and safety, let's get this fucking game over. If it's in the playoffs, just, hey, here's 10 minutes on the fucking clock, get after it. And then after that, then it's sudden death. Just play 10 minutes because it's playoffs. Let's play regular football.
Yeah. I don't like that it's only postseason for the fact that the tie counts as a win. That seems like it has more of an impact going into the postseason than it should.
Yeah.
If the Steelers lose to the Lions, Chargers and Raiders are in.
Yeah.
But they tied, so now that they have one more win over the Chargers.
They have half a win.
Half a win. That's stupid. That's dumb. Yeah. Each team gets a half a win. No, you both fucking lost. It's a tie. Like, nobody
take a half away.
Nobody felt fucking good about that goddamn win.
You had 7 wins, now you have 6.5.
Yeah, exactly. I would have liked to see it change for the regular season, and then in the playoffs, whatever. But I like your idea. After 10 minutes, then
now it's sudden death. And we're not resetting it. This is just fucking
where it's at.
Where it's well, no, you'd have to recoin flip it. But then it's sudden death. You got 10 minutes, and if you can't settle it in 10 fucking minutes, it's sudden death after that. You both had your fucking opportunities.
Well, I don't know what was wrong with the old way of doing things with overtime.
Just sudden death?
Yeah. Like, it worked for how long?
Until a massive quarterback didn't get to touch the ball.
Yeah.
That's what drives it.
What it would have been, the first year was Tim Tebow and Demaryius Thomas winning it against the Steelers.
Yeah, but nobody gave a shit.
No, I'm saying who was the quarterback the playoffs before that where the rules needed changed. It's been like 2010.
Well, basically, when the first grumblings came up to it was when Patrick Mahomes never got to touch the ball against Tom Brady.
No, I'm saying for the original overtime rules to change to touchdown to
both teams possessing. Is that what you're saying? Unless it's a touchdown.
Unless it's a touchdown. No, I'm just saying like the overtime rules that we had last year were in place in 2011 playoffs.
Yeah. I think it was just kind of that coin toss. Like, hey, like the whole game's coming down to a coin flip. I think that.
But both teams had a chance to possess it.
Not before that.
The old way.
The old way to me is sudden death.
Okay,
meaning if you kick a fucking field goal, the game is over.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
Okay, all right. Maybe that was. Maybe I just don't remember that. Yeah, maybe I don't.
Yeah, because that was that's the original of here's a coin flip. You get the kickoff. You complete 2 pass, kick, field goal. Game's over.
Game's over.
That's how it was up until whenever.
Yeah. Okay, I got you now. I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when it came down to like.
Now we have to score a touchdown.
If you win the coin toss and gain 20 fucking yard, if you get a kickoff return and gain complete 2 passes, fuck, game's over.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, make a stop.
Yeah, make a stop.
Make a stop.
Well, that's what Mike Tomlin said. He goes, "It is what it is." He says, "I'm still okay with sudden death of like play fucking defense. It's part of the game."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now this is coming down to now it's like college of like, hey, I won the coin flip in overtime. I'm gonna play fucking defense. Because now I get to see what I need to do. Because now if you score a touchdown, I can go for it on every fucking 4th down.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not fucking.
Yeah.
Now you got to.
They still got
stop, strategy.
Though. They still got stop though. I like the college football one. I find it fun. Now I wish they would.
I fucking hate it.
I know you do. I wish they wouldn't go from like the 5. Like, each
with
time
what they fucking do, they might as well do a fucking sack race.
Like if they, just stayed at the 40, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, the new one, because what is it? You got to go. They just start doing 2-point conversions after
after two overtimes or something like that.
Now the original one, when it was, this just goes until after the second overtime, then you had to go for 2, but you kept doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't like is you put them in field goal range
instantly.
Automatically.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to earn anything.
The first team didn't score of like, you don't have to gain 1 yard and just kick a fucking field goal. I mean, that's...
Yeah, no, I get that part.
But now the new one
is also
like
college, though, too, so it's got to be like a little bit slighted from the NFL.
Well, now the new one being, hey, you got to go for 2. Now we're just going to have 2-point conversion shootout, and we're switching ends of the field.
Yeah.
Like let's go to this end. No. Just fucking keep doing this until it's fucking over.
Yeah, the 2-point conversion thing is like, well, you're just wanting... You might as well just might as well just do one play for a piece at the fucking 2-point conversion line and keep playing from there every time. I don't like that.
Now that being said, of me not liking how the other one was, I still remember staying up till however fucking late it was when Eli Manning was still in college. That most electrifying football game I ever fucking watched ends up being like 68-66 of like, that was awesome.
Yeah. Well,
but they wasn't kicking field goals. They just kept scoring touchdowns.
Well, yeah, I mean, was it the...
It was like one play touchdowns. It was like...
this past season, wasn't it something crazy too? Didn't they have a crazy-ass score too?
Yeah. Well...
I don't think it was very good teams, but...
it wasn't a crazy-ass score. It went to like fucking 9 overtimes because nobody could score.
Yeah.
Nobody could score from 2 yards out.
It's sad. Or a really good defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to stop.
They won't think of a fullback dive on this play. Got them fooled here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, colleges. I heard that today too, the local show with your buddy.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about like people wanting to be like other states for Ohio to where they have like spring football practice for high school.
No.
Nobody fucking needs that. And it's like, well, it needs to happen. It's like, one, no, it doesn't. One, if you want to get your people that talk about headshots all the time, maybe not having practice. There's other fucking sports.
Yeah, no.
You can't just act like football's everything.
There are medical fucking doctors in the world that say if you play one sport all year round, you're going to get fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You have to do other shit. No, I'm totally against spring football.
Yeah.
Totally against spring football.
Yeah, it's like, well, you could do 10 practices and stuff. It's like,
no.
They could slide that in, and then after those 10 practices, those guys can go play baseball. It's like, well...
No. That's taken away from baseball.
You're taking away from baseball.
No.
You're taking away from track.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Hell no.
Just fucking stupid. And I love football.
Yeah. That does not work at my size of school.
College program.
That would never work at my size of school.
No.
Never. Number one, at my school, and particularly football, is not the main choice. So it's, it would be like in our area, we have baseball, you have baseball, track, and you have, AAU. That is a big part of this area. So that does not work in this part of Ohio.
Just like, why do you?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't need to do that. It's
stupid.
Not college. It's fucking weird that colleges do it. I mean,
to me, the only reason I feel like colleges do it now is for the early enrollment. Other than that, there's no point for it.
No, there isn't, but they've been doing it ever since, fucking 1970.
But to me, now that's why it makes sense. But before then, it was like, that's stupid. You want to give them one last ass kickery before they go home for the summer?
And then act like they're not practicing all summer?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't let them go home.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to stay there because they have to hit all their summer workouts.
Yeah.
So,
hey,
you can go home for summer vacation. You ain't going to make this fucking team.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well.
Yeah.
Student athlete, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, coach.
Mm-hmm.
Going to take some summer class to get a degree that I wanted it to be in, but no, I'll just be a fucking phys ed teacher.
Yeah.
Sorry, gym class.
No, it's phys ed.
Well, I don't think any other news is broke. I didn't hear your watch tell you anything.
No, I haven't talked to... Oh, I'm not wearing it. That's why.
Oh, my God. We could have missed fucking everything.
We could have. What the hell happened to it?
Fucking Will Smith stole it. That guy's a fucking menace.
What a douchebag.
He's a fucking asswad.
I liked him, too, before all that shit.
Yeah, well, it's just such a... And it's one of those things, too, of...
Well, number one, I can't tell if it's fake or not.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Mainly for the fact of Chris Rock being who he is.
Uh-huh.
There would have been a funnier thing after it.
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
If it was fake, he would have had some comments for after.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those ones of... I don't even know if Will Smith wanted to do it. I think his wife made him.
Yeah, because if you look at the video, he fucking laughs.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And then he looks back and goes, and she's like, fucking go hit him.
I would have had...
While I go fuck another rapper.
Yeah. I would have had way more respect for it if he doesn't say anything afterwards.
Yeah.
Just go up, slap him, go sit back down.
Yeah. First of all, it's assault.
Yeah. 100%.
You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to hit people.
No,
I mean,
you just slap somebody.
Especially on TV.
Then he fucking won.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part. He won.
Yeah, the only he didn't get in trouble because they already knew the fucking
votes.
Fuck.
Yeah, we can't kick him out. He fucking won.
I feel like they should have just gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Than some other fucked up movie that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was like up for something. Like
I didn't either.
I think my favorite joke, and I'm very sad to say it's coming from Amy Schumer, but she said, it's about time that the women get recognized and have a movie, and we have a movie about the Williams sisters' dad.
Yeah. That's fucking exactly.
Like, yes, that is hilarious.
I had this thought, and it's a movie thought, and I don't know if it was your favorite. Was Remember the Titans one of your...
I mean, it's up there in like my top 5,
I couldn't remember 10. If it was your... As far as sports movies go.
Yeah.
But, obviously... Integrating a school, black players, get this black coach.
Yeah.
The best line in a movie given to the assistant white coach.
Yeah.
Remember the night they played the Titans. I'm like, you got the movie title quote. You're the fucking white guy. You're not. But that scene popped out and I'm like, oh my God. This is a movie about racial equality and stuff. The fucking white guy got the fucking line.
Yeah. My favorite one was Will goes in his speech when he won. He was like, Denzel told me, something. And like it pans to Denzel and he's like, just like staring. It's like, don't fucking bring me into this shit.
Keep my fucking name out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. I can do this shit.
I think a lot of celebrities found out when they came out and say, good for Will. It's like, and then they got torn down of like, yeah, you're not allowed to fucking do that.
No.
It's just.
People were like, oh, he defended his wife. No, he didn't.
No.
If he
an ass of himself.
No, exactly.
And look, like, motherfucker, you trained as a boxer to play Ali.
Yeah. And you open slapped him.
You open hand slapped off your wrong foot and looked like a jackass doing it, and you caught him maybe with your fingertips.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's like, how about that jaw on Chris Rock? He's like, well, he barely fucking got him. Yeah. He almost whiffed.
Yeah. It'd been great if he missed.
If he would have, if Chris Rock would have came back with an uppercut after, that would have been it.
Yeah.
But I mean, what a fucking moron.
Well, it's just like you only went up there and slapped him because you thought you could whoop his ass.
Yeah.
If it was anybody else,
you knew he wasn't going to do anything.
Exactly. If it's somebody else that would have done, you'd have just sat there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I understand that alopecia is terrible, and that the 13 hairs on her head that it's bothering.
Yeah. It's like a dry erase marker. Or, you know what I mean?
She's got one line that is missing hair of like, there's no reason for you.
She's been bald for forever. Anytime I remember seeing her, she's
always.
So that you're really that sensitive to
I
it
know
now?
It's weird that I know so many people that have it, but they have no fucking hair, like no eyebrows, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And hers like just a little, like you have 5 o'clock shadow on your head, so you're obviously fucking shaving it.
You just be quiet.
Maybe you aren't the spokesperson for this fucking problem.
You have it in
because there's other people that have it that fucking have it.
Look at Ryan Shazier. He doesn't have any eyebrows.
Yeah. And that motherfucker broke his back, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet he laughed.
I bet so, too. He went,
he's a stand-up guy.
Ooh.
He is.
He is, yeah, he does.
He fucking walk and run?
Yep.
That wasn't an inside joke.
Well, run. Bit of a stretch.
Well, it can. Jog.
Yeah.
I don't know why you needed to shit on him.
Gallop.
I don't know whether you got against Ryan Shazier.
I know.
It's an odd stance to take by you.
I'm not taking any stance.
I mean, you're shitting all over him.
Not really. I just don't think he can run. Like, it's incredible what he did, but I don't think he can run. He might be able to. I don't know. I just don't think he can.
I believe he can.
Okay, he might be able to.
I believe in him.
Good, man. I'm proud of you for believing in him, but I think he can.
I'm not going to stand for the Ryan Shazier hatred that you got going on. Guy broke his fucking back.
I know he did, it's incredible what he's doing, but I don't think he can run.
I think you're wrong.
He might be able to.
You let the man fly. Because he's vengeance.
Wideside!